The member for Higgins has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and congratulations on your elevation.
Thank you.
Well, Mr Speaker, it has been a big 2 years of delivering for the people of Higgins, and I'm only just getting started. Since my election to this place, I've been determined to see the commitments I made to the people of Higgins delivered in full, despite the massive impact of COVID. And I'm getting on with the job of taking care of Higgins. Mr Deputy Speaker, no project speaks to this more than the brand new Headspace facility that will be opening its doors in Higgins very soon. It is important that people experiencing mental health challenges receive support as early as possible to help them stay on track, and this has never been more important than during COVID. 1 in 4 people aged 16 to 24 years experience some form of mental health every year, and 3/4 of all mental health illness manifests in people under the age of 25. Each Headspace is tailored to the needs of the local community, and I know that the new service coming to Malvern has been selected with input from key service providers led by Alfred Health, and I was proud to be on the panel that has been dealing with this. This new Headspace was made possible by a $3.5 million commitment from the Commonwealth Government right in the heart of Malvern, close to shops, public transport and educational facilities and services, and it's expected to open very early in 2022. I'm also pleased to support, Mr Deputy Speaker, that earlier this year the Health Minister, the Honourable Greg Hunt, opened the new state-of-the-art Cabrini Cancer Institute, made possible with a $6 million commitment in Commonwealth funding. This incredible facility brings together all aspects of cancer research and services right in the heart of Higgins. As the only hospital in my electorate, this funding will provide researchers and clinicians and enable them to work towards life-saving breakthroughs for cancer. As a former doctor of Cabrini Health and as someone who was on the board of the hospital, I know the outstanding work that this institute undertakes each day for clinical care and for those with cancer. Continuing this theme, Mr Deputy Speaker, I'm very much looking forward to visiting the site of the new hospice for very special kids in Malvern. The sod turning will commence the complete rebuild of one of Australia's only children's hospice, which is made possible with a $7.5 million commitment by the Morrison government. This rebuild will provide a beautiful private space for families to spend their final days with their child, supported by expert and loving care. It is truly angels taking care of little angels. Mr Deputy Speaker, another key local health project coming to Higgins is the Residential Eating Disorder Treatment Centre to be in Armidale. This government has provided the $13 million needed to deliver this important facility. This government, as we know, 1 million Australians are thought to suffer from some form of eating disorder, and certainly locally referrals for eating disorders have doubled in the last 12 months because of the rolling lockdowns in COVID in Victoria and the global COVID pandemic. Treatment requires intensive wraparound support, and residential centres like the one coming to Higgins are essential to delivering this care for our great state, Victoria. As lockdown in Victoria lifts, locals in Murrumbeena are gearing up for the 2022 season, Mr Deputy Speaker. The highly anticipated new Murrumbeena Community Hub nears completion thanks to a $4 million contribution from the Morrison government. I know how excited the local community groups are to have more change rooms and a new 140-seat function room with viewing verandas of sports in action. And the facilities that will be used by the Murrumbeena Football Netball Club, the Junior Football Club, the Murrumbeena Cricket Club and Bowls Club, and the Oakdale Anglican Club. This is a very highly anticipated new community hub. Finally, Mr Deputy Speaker, I want to use this opportunity to once again place on record this government's commitment to seeing the dangerous and congested level crossing at Glenferrie Road in Kooyong removed. We've delivered $8 million for the business case to assess the removal of this crossing, but we know at this point in time the Victorian State Government has not yet released the findings. I call on them again to release the business case. Locals are desperate to know what the options for removal of this level crossing are, and to be able to get rid of this dangerous and congested level crossing. Mr Deputy Speaker, while it's been tough for Higgins through COVID, there is much that has been delivered for my community. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with and for my community and being part of the Morrison government, which gets on with the job of helping deliver an even better place to live, work and raise a family. Mr Deputy Speaker, I'm proud to be the member for Higgins and proud to be taking care of Higgins. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
I give the call to the member.